Hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you are, lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. I'm Bushka on Blitz, and I'm back today with a topic that is near, dear, and indeed very, very important to my heart. If I'm honest about it, it's one of the reasons why I have a lot of fun in the game, and it's one of the reasons why I've done very, very well in Platoon with my good mates from Grump, and that's all about platooning, buddying up, how you play with another person. Now, before you go any further, I'd just like to point out that this is a patron-sponsored post. We do events, we have private videos, there's the Discord chat server, there's nearly 200 people in the Telegram chat channel now. It's all very, very well and good. And if you want to become a channel sponsor, click away here. Now, this is a game I had the other day with Ouija. Ouija's in the RU251, and I'm in the Tiger 2, and I'm going to show you this game and one other game that I have with Swiss on Yamato Harbour, which is kind of fitting because I've been playing a lot of battleships with Swiss lately, and the Yamato is obviously the tier 10 battleship, and it's a battleship that Swiss has, and he loves it. And I'm in the T110E5 in that one, and I believe he is in the FV215B, but can't quite remember. We'll soon find out. One of the things that makes platooning so successful, and we're not actually on voice communications here, this is just a standard platoon with two blokes who played together quite a few times in the past, and it all looks very humdrum and normal. You're going to see me, I'm shooting people here, I'm shooting people there, I'm turning around, I'm looking here, but there is actually a method to the madness, and it's what I really want to harp on. And if you only take one thing away from this entire video, this is what I want you to take away. Have a role within the platoon. Ouija's in an RU251. He cannot tank shots. He can spot other tanks. He can certainly put fire on targets. He can flank. He can move around. He can make life uncomfortable. He can be a generic pest. But what he can't do is be a tank that is going to take damage and hold a line. Now, it looks like I'm just driving up here, but I'm not. Ouija's up there on the left. I've driven really, really aggressively here. I would normally never go to this spot, but we're not on voice comms, and I can't say, hey, Ouija, don't go there. I've pushed up here because I want to support his flank, and I know that at the worst possible time, he could have someone move up here on the left, and it will flank him, and he will have fire coming in from two separate areas, and that will wreck him because he is a very, very light tank. And so I've pushed up to this middle section here, and I've taken my hit point pool and my better armor profile and my ability to take and receive shots, and I've allowed Ouija that flexibility to bugger off. I've stopped that RU251 from getting shots in on him, and I've basically moved the front line, and then we've swapped places back. Now, it doesn't really look like I'm doing anything particularly exciting, and it's not really exciting. What it is important, and it's important to keep your platoon mate alive and in the game, and it's a great habit to get into. We're just going to get nutted here anyway, and you can't help that. You're going to get killed sometimes, and that's all there is to it. But you've shared your hit points, you share common targets when you can, and you watch out for each other. And that's what being a platoon mate is all about. And it's why being in platoon is usually a big benefit when you play a team that doesn't have a platoon. Now, that doesn't mean at all times that platoons are better. You will get people that play in platoon that just play for themselves anyway, and that's no good at all. But if you get used to doing things like that, where you actually pay attention to where your platoon mate is on the map and structure yourself accordingly. Now, it's obviously got a lot to do with the kind of tank they're in. Ouija's in a very, very quick tank, so I was reacting to him. In this situation, you're going to see Swiss Cheezel is in the 215B, and I'm in the T110E5. Neither of these are particularly amazing armor-wise. The E5 is a better armor profile than the 215B, in my opinion. Well, I'm pretty confident with that. But I'm going to do a couple of things here that are interesting, I think, and things that a lot of people miss when in platoon. One of the things is I'm actually going to do something when Swiss gets in a bit of strife and gets pushed on, where I come out and bait a shot. I want them to shoot at me, and I want them to realise I'm there, because I want them to know that if they do come around the corner and they push up on Swiss, there's going to be a price to pay, and I'm more than willing to put my tank out into the line of fire for that. because Swiss has an excellent gun. The 215B's gun is just outstanding. It just doesn't have a whole lot in the way of armor profile. And you can see that he's been pushed on very hard by an aggressive E5 and an ST1. And you would have thought that the guys at the back left would have been able to look after those, but whatever the case may be, they've just more or less waltzed straight up through there. That ST1 has taken a hit. Now, here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to drive well out here. I know that there is someone in those bushes there. I don't know who it is, but I'm pretty certain they're there. There we go. There's the bounce that tells me that there is someone there. But I'm letting them know that I am legit and that I will push back and that I will hit this target if you move up on my platoon mate. And I'm going to do the same thing over here on an IS-7. Now, the IS-7, and there he is, I just want him to know. Bang. And he sends one back into my tracks. Just want him to know that I know he's there. Don't get bolshy. Don't think you're going to push up on my platoon mate. It's not on for young and old at all. And now I'm going to move across here. I'm going to constantly put myself between incoming fire and Swiss's position. And I'm going to focus on tanks that can actually put fire onto Swiss. They're going to be my prime targets. And I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive and spend my hit points a little bit more aggressively. And this is called sharing your hit point pool. Basically, you want to do everything you can to keep your platoon mate alive, because while he's alive, there's another gun in the game. And that means that you've actually a very, very good chance of like taking a tank out 2-on-1. And this Yag Tiger's getting very aggressive, and I've got to take him out. I'm letting Swiss get a shot in there if he needs it, but for the most part, I am just making sure that there is no one that can push up and get shots into him. Now, Swiss is in between a rock and a hard place. You can see that SU-122-54 is in that corner, and he's been spotted by that T-54, who has taken a considerable amount of fire to actually get that spot. The IS-7 is up here, and I am back-to-back with Swiss. Swiss has the left, I have the right. I'm expecting a visit from that SU-122-54 at any point in time. This IS-7 is a one-shot, but he is also hull down. So if he moves out, I'm going to get flogged for it. I can see a chance to put a shot in the Yag, take one from the IS-7, but it's made 2 one-shots over there and another one-shot up there. It's all getting very, very tense. Now I'm just waiting for a shot. Now Swiss is now getting pushed up on by that 122-54. I'm backing up. I've got to go and get to him, but I'm trying to back up around the corner before I do, because if he gets a shot on me, and then it's only going to take one shot from the 122-54, there we go. And now I can go and help Swiss at the back door. Oh, hang on, there's a shot. I blow it. The 122-54 is now going to push up with 2-on-3. Both of us are very low on hit points. Just going to let Swiss deal with him when he does roll up, and I'm trying to hold the world at bay here. There's 2 IS-7s, one of them running that lovely camouflage, by the way. Here we go, here's the 122-54. Get one into him. Swiss gets one into him. I'm going to angle to this IS-7, get a shot into the track, get the kill, back up. Swiss has done the right thing. He has completely smashed this 122-54, put him on his side, turned him and absolutely wrecked him. And now this is just, after playing with each other for so long, absolutely standard stuff. Swiss is going to keep him stuck. I am going to go around the other side. He's got no choice, and this is why you share your hit points and you keep your platoon mate alive, because he now holds that gun right there. I've got lots of cover here. I'm going to look for a shot, and we get the win. The buddy system. Make sure you buddy up. Make sure you watch where your platoon mate is. Try and help him at all times and stay alive, and you'll be all the better for it. Love a little bit of platoon work there with Swiss and I. Not massive numbers, but really I thought was a great example of how you can work the angles and share your hit points and look after each other the whole time and come out on top at the end, even if by the tiniest slither of margins. I'm Bushka on Blitz. As always, look after your family, stay safe on the battlefield, and until next time, bye for now.